Well, I guess I could start at the beginning. My dad first designed the original pet wheelchairs in 1961. He was head of orthopedics at the Emerald Medical Center there in Manhattan. Uh,
Ah, okay, okay.
right there at the orthopedic center there for many years, throughout the 60s actually. And then he moved on to head of orthopedics at University of Pennsylvania. And he was there for, I believe, most of the 70s. And then we started our own hospital, late 70s. And we were actually the very first veterinary referral clinic in the country, specialty practice for orthopedics and neurology. So very cutting edge
Wow.
time. My dad's name is Dr. Lincoln Parkes. You might have seen him in the news at some point, but he sort of started the whole referral clinic type genre out there that we see today. So that was sort of the beginning of everything. And the carts started in New York there in Manhattan, and then they grew throughout time. And then our hospital, he started really realizing the benefit that they had both pre and post-operative care for pets, for the rehab process, and then also for pets that were not good applicants for surgery because perhaps they were too old, they had other health issues going on, or perhaps the client, it was not a monetary, availability for them. So it kind of grew from there. And then the company was basically taken over by my mom as far as day-to-day running of things, starting in the late 70s, early 80s, and kept growing it from there. And so it moved out of our hospital into another building. So it became its own entity in the early 80s. And then I grew up in my parents' hospital, and I started building wheelchairs actually when I was 7 in the production area. And so I've been doing this. I'm 42 now, so I've been doing this my whole life.
I have a great picture of him when he was real little.
Yeah, we could send you the picture of me when I'm about 3, working with dogs in the carts, just out there hanging out with the dog in a cart. But yeah, so my whole life has been based around that. We grew the hospital up and the clinic at the same time in Pennsylvania, so I was there for many years. In the mid 90s, we moved actually out to Montana for several years, moved the company out to there. And then in the late 90s, it was actually moved out to Seattle. And we've run the company out there since then. Main production, the main office there. And then Krys and I, we've now started an East Coast branch, and we're down in South Florida because there's no one else down here in this area to provide this kind of service. And we've been here for 5 years now, and we're launching our new wheelchair design, and we're growing up here right now, getting things rolling on a whole new plateau down here. So that's kind of the nutshell of where we've come and where we're going right this moment.
Holy cow. So yes, I'd love to see that photo. We'll definitely post that. Talk about growing up in the veterinary world. And I had no clue you're doing this branch thing, because when you said it, you're based in Florida, I go, oh, I guess they're based in Florida. I did not know that you guys moved all the way from my neck of the woods out west and then back towards warmer climes from my neck of the wood area.